When I walk into your office here, you know, I saw a board, and that board had a lot of writings and stuff on it. And I was trying to figure out, you know, what is all going on there. I didn't know whether it was one of your lecture board or was a board for, but I could see some figures and stuff being written on. And what was that for? Because you said you teach your children yourself.
Yeah.
So what was that for?
Yeah, so homeschooling. So what we've done recently is that we do, and we video record it, so we put them online as well. So Amba does arithmetic in Yoruba.
Yeah.
And one thing about Yoruba numbers, it's a base 20 system instead of a base 10 system like how you have in English and even in Afrikaans.
Okay.
And so basically when you want to say 40...
All the great mathematicians, you people keep listening, man. You know, the man is pouring something out.
Right. So the way to say 40 is literally 2 20s. The way to say 60 is to say 3 20s and so forth and so on. That's how the system works.
Okay.
And then when you get to the odd numbers, you say 3 20s, and then you subtract 10 from those 3 20s. That's how you get back to the 50.
All right.
And so forth and so on.
So you're doing Yoruba arithmetics?
Yoruba arithmetic, pre-algebra, using P. So my daughter also is familiar with solving for X for division, multiplication, all those things. Also Medunecha, which is what they call hieroglyphics, the first writing system on the face of the planet. So this is actually one of her texts by Raketi Amen Mijat Wafa, where, you know, it's teaching her the Medunecha hieroglyphics. So
the first writing. I think we will take time to come back to this. And I think that the reason why I said I will take time to come back to this is because, as we've been told, that black people never wrote. Black people never, you know, and it's been put into our mind that we never had the concept of writing. And so it will be good for my viewers to understand that there is a man over here that we can come for research work to prove to the world that actually black people. Why capoeira? The reason why I asked why capoeira is when I was walking into your office and you were not here by then. So I stood in front of the door and I read the whole capoeira thing, and you know, the system of defense and the dance, and you know, where it came from. Why I'm curious about capoeira is because myself, I'm a musician, and I teach dance, drumming, you know, a lot of things related to African music. And I met a lot of Brazilians in the course of my profession, you know, and those Brazilians I met, they were very, 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 very good in the capoeira. And I used to watch the movement that they do. And when I study Agbeko dance, Agbeko fast, or Agbeko slow, there's a certain element of that capoeira movement in it. And I know that Agbeko dance is a war dance. And if it's a war dance, then it must be a defensive dance, or must be a way to conquer your enemy. So I would like to get a bit story on the capoeira.
So capoeira is something that was used by Africans to defend themselves against their Eurasian enemies. So when the Eurasian enemies were trying to enslave them on plantations, we used capoeira in order to beat them down. We used them to defend ourselves in different places called quilombos, which were free societies in the Western Hemisphere.
So can I term it like the modern African karate is similar to capoeira?
It's similar to karate, except if you go online, do a search for capoeira beats karate, and you'll see me beating up a second-degree black belt in karate, kicking his jaw off. This is something that's more powerful than karate. It's something more powerful than taekwondo. You'll see other videos. Capoeira against Eurasians and their arts, where I'm beating.
So you are a capoeira man. So I got to watch out here now. Because you know.
So one of my favorite hobbies is beating up either Eurasians or people who are doing Eurasian arts. to really show that capoeira is more powerful.
Yeah.
And they even did this thing on sports science where they showed that the most powerful kicks are in capoeira.
Yeah.
They pulled up a guy who does Muay Thai, they pulled up a guy who does karate, who does taekwondo, all these different things.
Okay.
And the most powerful kicks were the ones from capoeira.
All right.
So these are some of the things.
But I've seen it, man.
People only know the Eurasian ones. They don't even know that we have African combat scientists, much less that we were the first people on the planet who invented them.
Boom! ZOH TV, out of Ghana, out of Africa. My man, your daily life living in Ghana, how do you cope? The challenges that you've been through, you know, just from day to day, integrating from America back into Africa and just dealing with stuff that, you know, it's not a normality for you sometimes, that throws you off board. What are some of your challenges, some of the things that you can talk about for brothers to actually, you know, see in the other part of the world? Not that it is all glory and paradise and stuff like that. That, you know, at the end of the day, there are some challenges over here as well that you go through. I'd like to hear some stuff like that.
Yeah, some of the things are things that just the average Ghanaian goes through, such as the doom saw, you know, the light off situation.
Keep watching ZOH TV. Move from corner to corner, from angle to angle. For those who are not able to reach other stations.
When I was here for study abroad around 2000, 2001, around the time Kufuor first came in, that's how we would do. We would walk, we would do throw. We went up all the way to Burkina Faso, all the way up to Mali, to the Dogon people. Just, you know, doing it that way. When I came here, I decided to get a vehicle. So, you know, I wanted a Ghana-made vehicle, but this is before Kantanka. So I got one of the ones where the people will take the engine and put a diesel engine in and this thing. So it was a pseudo Ghana-made thing. So that is the way I decided.
This man is very interesting. This man is very interesting. You know, my man, you know I'm going to switch now. And the switching I'm switching, viewers just watch this. I feel the language in changing.
I wouldn't say language in your tree.
One will say, okay.
When you say change in your tree,
I change in your tree.
Change in your tree.
You okay,
I guess a Casa non after my country.
Yeah, okay, I saw Casa on the country. Once a tree, Casa Granny.
Was a mini country, I'm in Pesa Brofu Bakubia.
You me country kakra. And I'm the kind of Bezukakra. And Dimitri and said, I'm perfect too much. Most of the perfect have been. And I'm saying too much is what you.
Yeah, we say method or coins on the catcher and say, me pair, but the Ghana City no. Was a city no as a chair saying, or a pin, or the Ghana City no as a chair on Tinder. My man, Dr. Obadele. Viewers, my man, the guy is very interesting. The guy is speaking fluent Twi and speaking, you know, other languages in Ghana. He is an ambassador for the cultural thing that I have been looking for. Yoruba, wall of Degna, wall of Bubaha, wall of Kasa Free Senegal, Obia de Jollof. As almost name said Jollof near Ifri.
Na Jollof in the wall of Ayasaka.
I him mind to say wall of Casano, Jollof, a him of mine, baby. It is a Asante. When say Pina, I haven't thought.
Oh, my man. Viewers, you know, people that have been listening to us for so far, listening to us in English, you cannot understand this part if you are living somewhere outside Ghana and you don't understand the Twi. But that's quite good. What we're doing here is getting this man to actually bring the language out as an empowerment for other people who live in Ghana here themselves. Children go to school in Ghana themselves, and the parents don't even want them to learn the Ghanaian languages. So I am very proud of you, Doctor. I am very, very proud of you. I love it. People are really thinking about Africa on a different level, thinking that when they come here, they're gonna die, they cannot eat from the roadside, you know, it's disease here, it's malaria here. Those are some of the things that I would like you to just tell them as part of your experience, so that they feel like we can come and do it as well.
There's fear on both sides, you see. In the diaspora, they tell us that Africa is poverty, it's warlords, it's hunger, it's blah, blah, blah. Here, they tell you Africans in the diaspora are drug dealers, they are shooting each other, gang members, blah, blah, blah. So we're always avoiding each other. We never sit down and talk to each other and see what are you about. oh, you see it, oh, what are you about?
Yeah.
When we do that, then we can actually come to an understanding that's wholly intentional.
Yeah.
That's our enemies don't want us to come together and see that we are the same and we have similar challenges.
Yeah.
And we have a common enemy.
Yes.
I remember seeing a YouTube video and it showed two antelopes butting heads. Out of the corner, a lion came. That's the enemy of both of them. You understand? But they were so caught up in not seeing eye to eye.
Yes.
And I see this one as being a diasporian African and this one as being a continental African.
Yeah.
So the fear,
Yeah.
they pump fear into us in the diaspora.
Yeah.
But here I am.
Yeah.
You understand?
Here you are. Thank you very much. I haven't finished.
No problem.
You said you don't go to church.
No.
What is your spirituality or what is your religion?
Right, the traditional African spiritual systems.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm initiated as Osofo, and that's the traditional one. That's not pastor.
Yes.
And then also I have the right hand of Ifa, which is the Yoruba one.
Okay. So you can be. So can I say you are a software, and can I say you are more or less like Okomfo?
It's similar to Okomfo. You can actually read up on the differences between Obosomfo, Osofo, and Okomfo. But they are all similar.
They're all similar.
Yeah.
So your faith is African spirituality, African traditional systems. That's your faith.
Yeah.
What's your take on the modern churches you see around in Africa today, where people don't really think that the African spirituality is necessary because they think that ever since they've grown up, we've been told that our worship system is satanic. Do you, living in Ghana every day, does this play up with your mind?
It's a challenge in the sense that this is the result of people not knowing anything about themselves, not understanding anything about their enemies, and not knowing how to behave.
Yeah.
So let's take this thing. People are going to church and they're worshiping the image of Caesar Borgia. This is Pope Alexander VI, illegitimate son.
When are you going back to America?
I have no plans on ever setting foot on U.S. soil.
Viewers, we'll be back. ZOH TV, out of Ghana, out of Africa. Doctor.